Hello, beauties. I'd like to talk about the God molecule or the miracle molecule for a moment and how it supports us to go deep to get free and really reside in spaces of full trust that you are divine in every part of your being, in the cells and beyond material realm of your being, the space between, right? The vibratory energy that is the frequency of you becomes more aware and in the full trust that you are divine when you really start working with the God molecule. So what is the God molecule? What is the miracle molecule? What is this practice that I am partaking in of drinking up miracles? Well, it is molecular hydrogen, the molecule of hydrogen being infused in the water that I drink all day, every day. Now, there are natural springs in the world that still have the essence of the sacred waters that literally spring forth from the belly of the earth, that have beautiful qualities and quantities with hydrogen and the minerals that are really needed for us to properly hydrate. And the water is alive, right? The water is alive and sacred. And that's how all the waters on this planet used to be. That's how all the waters within our bodies of all the beings on earth used to be. And then we went and fucked it up. We went and created toxic sludge all over this planet and really affected the quality of the waters. So we find now that we're hydrating with dead water. It's not alive. There's no minerals and nutrients. There's no hydrogen to support the hydration process. And so, yeah, we drink 8 glasses of water a day, but we're not really hydrating. And so we create disease in the body, we age faster, right? So what I'm finding through this deepening in with the God molecule, with the daily practice of drinking at miracles, is that I'm moving into the full embodied trust that I'm divine, trust that I'm divinely guided, trust that all beings everywhere will be happy and free, trusting my full liberated essence. And it's an extraordinary feeling to come to this space of alchemy in the body, in the mind, in the spirit. It is so simple just to hydrate with the support of molecular hydrogen. And of course, because we messed up the waters of the earth in our modern world with all of our industry and just making stuff for the sake of making money, it's just a hot mess out there. It has created so much division and separation and competition. And we've really moved from that trust into this state of fear and scarcity and lack. And a lot of people move through the world with this sympathetic nervous system running, right? We're in pain, we're in inflammation, we're in fear and anxiety. And so we're constantly in the fight or flight or freeze or fawn state in the nervous system, right? And so everybody's fucking scared because they're not deepening into that trust that they are divine and made with love. And so we see so much chaos in the world, right? And I don't know who thought it was a good idea to snuff out the magic, to snuff out the divine feminine qualities of existence, to create this illusion of control. I'm not sure who really decided to do that first. But it's an energetic, right? It's a low vibration, and it's swept through the consciousness and created so many patternings and illusions and just untruths. And in order for us to all be free, in order for us to all be liberated into freedom and remember that we are made of love, that we can believe in magic and miracles, right? That we are extraordinary multidimensional beings, we must come back to the trust. And the most simple way that I've found to have that daily practice of actually getting free of all of the chains, of all of the limited beliefs, of all the patterning that the controlling systems have bestowed upon us, right, as the norm. We can get free with the God molecule. The God molecule helps us remember in every space in our body, in every material part of our body, to be free, to be free, to be free, to love and trust. So I want to introduce you to Lumavite. There are a few sort of in-home systems that you can hook up to, the water in your home to receive molecular hydrogen also. It's not Kangen. It's not these alkaline water systems. There are just a couple, and I can, if you want to know what those are, I can find that information for you. Just comment if you want to. But the only portable and sort of cost-effective way to get safe, pristine, beautiful hydrogen-infused water is this bottle here. So there's going to be a lot of other hydrogen vessels on the market right now that are anywhere between $150 to $300, and they are claiming a lot of things. I think it's really important for us to first notice that hydrogen is considered a supplement in the realm of commerce, and the supplement industry is not regulated, right? So if you buy, some multivitamins at the grocery store and it says it's got this, and this in it, well, maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't, because there's no regulations. There's no regulations on supplements. So with hydrogen making its way into the mainstream as a wellness opportunity, there's going to be a lot of knockoffs. There's going to be a lot of people like, yeah, sure, this has hydrogen. Does it? Or, yeah, sure, this has hydrogen. Yeah, but doesn't your bottle leak heavy metals and like zap the water so that it's even more dead than it was before you put it in? Right? So there's going to be a lot of vessels that claim to create hydrogen that are out of integrity. And so we really need to be mindful when we're thinking about awakening our truth, to align to products, to use discernment when choosing products that say that they can support you. So Lumavite is 100% handcrafted by Nuno Nina, who is an extraordinarily amazing, magical being who has been working in Lisbon, Portugal, in his wellness center for a very long time. And for 7 years, he's been perfecting ways to safely give his patients and clients hydrogen infused water so that they can thrive, so that they can come back to that truth and really reside in a healed state. And so for 7 years, Nuno Nina was inventing ways to safely deliver hydrogen to his clients. It was not about bringing a product to the market. It was not about making money. It was about, how can I further support the elevation and wellness of my clients, of my patients, of the people that, say, like, trust me to help them remember how to be well. And so finally, he was just seeing, like, I mean, tens of thousands of people have been his clients and been drinking hydrogen and have had exquisite results in elevation of wellness. And so then he was like, well, I want to get this water out to more people. I want more people to have the opportunity to really thrive in their bodies and be well. And that's really Nuno Nina's main reason for all of the work he does, is to get free, to be free of the limitations, be free of the pain and suffering, and thrive, right? And I've personally met Nuno Nina twice. We had a beautiful meet at a conference. It was a frequency conference in Orlando of May of last year. And we just connected. Like, he is radiantly awake and alive. He is just radiant and just awakened, and he is totally on the path of integrity. So I'm turning on this vessel, and we're going to create some hydrogen in the water. And then the lid has frequencies, and I'm going to choose the Lumavitae frequency, which means light of life. And it's also the name of the company that produces this bottle. And so the frequencies from the lid are going to infuse the water with the frequencies of the sun, or of being light, right? And then the base has the dual chamber like electrolysis system that is creating the hydrogen, the molecular hydrogen in the water. And then it also has a bracelet of magnets in the base that mimic the Earth's magnetic field. And so you have this grounding element, you have the God molecule or the miracle molecule being infused in the water, and then the lid is infusing it with frequency. And there's 3 different frequencies in the lid. And so Nuno Nina created the entire thing. He created the membrane at the bottom that separates the hydrogen from the other stuff. There's a little pinhole in the bottom that's allowing that dual chamber process from the electrolysis to remove any of the unwanted gases. He designed every single part of this vessel, even down to the charging unit. So, and all of the places that are creating the parts of this bottle are owned by Nuno Nina and Taryn, who are the co-owners of Lumavitae. So they're not outsourcing any portion of their bottle. Even this incredibly medical grade plastic bottle has, like, if you unwind it, it says Nina, like he designed the plastic, right? So integrity, being in integrity with what you are creating, right? As a creator in the world, being in full integrity and ensuring the safety and the precision and the elevation of the product itself to ensure that it's going to give you the optimal amount of hydrogen is Nuno Nina's number one quest. And he has achieved this. This is like the third, like there were 2 prototypes that he was using with his clients before he arrived at this, which is like, this is it, right? So I highly recommend saying yes to this. I highly recommend saying yes to this specific kind of bottle for receiving hydrogen. If you can afford a $5,000 like Spring Wet Ultra, and you can get that like hooked up to your home environment and get it like straight out the tap, oh yeah, that would definitely be my number one choice. But that's not in my personal budget at this time, but I am definitely calling that in for my future self. This vessel with the frequency device in the lid, the dual chamber electrolysis, the magnets, everything being 100% handcrafted, this is retailing for 488 euros. And I didn't even blink an eye. Like I'm somebody who like wears the same clothes all the time. Like I don't have makeup, I don't have the hair stuff. Like I'm like a little bit feral and gritty, right? I don't spend money on stuff, but I invest in my wellness. That is my number one priority, is to feel good in my body. I spent 20 years of my life being in excruciating physical pain and like depleting depression and anxiety. Like, I'm 42 years old. I went through a very long dark night of the soul in my lifetime. I know all about feeling like shit in my body, right? And there was a point when I was a new mama and I was rubbing arnica all over myself. Like, I refused to be diagnosed. I refused to go to the Western medicine world because I was like, there was some part of me within like the clouds of depression and pain. There was some part of me, that divine whisper, that was like, you can heal yourself. You have the power. You birthed a baby at home with a midwife just watching. You're a fucking badass, and you don't need any doctor to tell you shit, because you know the answer. The answer is to get free, to get well. And so that began a huge journey out of pain, right? I had programmed my entire being to be in pain all day, every day, scared of the world, scared of my own beautiful creative essence. And having that baby and feeling like shit and being like, I have to be well for this kid. Like, I can't be lying around in pain all the time when I have this sweet little kid. Like, this can't be this person's experience with their mother, right? Like, I must get well. And it wasn't like, oh, I don't want to do it, but I guess I will. I was just like, yes, I'm in. Like, what do I need to do? And that's really when I started hearing the whispers of wisdom to guide me on my healing path. That's what led me to a beautiful frequency device that I use that was co-created by Nuno Nina, who also made this bottle. That's when I really began to unearth the pain that I had let store in my body. Like big quantum just purges from the old version of self into new version of self. And the alchemy that takes place when you devote yourself to your wellness, the alchemy that takes place when you say yes to this life and this body and your power to fucking thrive, that's when you start to live, like actually live, and look around and be like, this is all a miracle. This is all a divine gift. Oh my goodness. Like, we've all been asleep. This is fucking beautiful. Same exact world, same exact house and body and experience, now just with new lenses of a being who is well, lenses of a being who invests in wellness, right? So I will absolutely not blink an eye investing in wellness with this bottle that is actually really affordable compared to the $5,000 in-house machines, not the Kangen, that you can get hydrogen from. So let's pop it open. Let's hear if we can hear the little, yeah, it's like kind of. So I'm going to chug this. The God molecule, the miracle molecule, literally coursing through my being in this very moment. I receive the gift of miracles. I receive the freedom felt in my body. I receive the gifts it is to be a God body on planet Earth in this present moment. What a blessing. So this devotional practice that comes with drinking up miracles, also you get to devote yourself to the element of water. And I really have not ever devoted myself to the element of water before. I love the earth. I love the fire and the sun, right? I love the air. I'm all kinds of like, wee, right? I have a lot of those energies in my chart, especially earth and air, right? So I have a deeper relationship with those elements. Water, I mean, I always liked water. I was always picky about the water that I drank. I like to swim, but I never really had this devotional, like, oh, there you are, sacred waters. There you are. I never really had the, like, oh, I'm a juicy, watery being. Oh, yeah. Like everything is like surrounded by water in my whole entire body. And it can be sacred water. It doesn't have to be toxic water. It can be sacred water. Right. So that deepening really got juicy in Pisces season, which we just came out of. Now we're in Aries. Pisces season was just this deepening into the devotion of the waters, like offering the hydration water to my altar, to the ancestors that came before me, to the earth, right? To the sacred waters, to restoring the sacred waters, like coming into the daily practice with this beautiful vessel. I mean, she's a supermodel. She's fucking gorgeous. And just knowing that I can fully trust that this vessel is in integrity and is going to support me fully, right? Before I had my devotional practice with the waters of my body and with the God molecule, I spent like over a year just focusing on the electricity of the body, right? The frequencies of the body, the voltage of the cells, and like amplifying that. And the key that I was missing from that experience with frequency was the water and the proper hydration. Because the energy of our body, the frequencies running throughout our bodies, use the conduit of water to flow, right? So you've got to have the water in there to support the flow of the high vibrational frequencies to bathe your being. So if you're working with frequency, if you're working with sound healing, if you're working with, frequency devices, if you're really minding your frequency just energetically through meditation, breath work, embodiment practice, then have you really considered deepening into the devotional practice of hydration with the God molecule? Because that's the key that I was missing. And since the bottle has arrived, which it's been, I think, almost 4 months, there's this accelerated expansion that is occurring. Accelerated expansion. I just wake up and say, yes. Yes, I want to make that. Yes, I want to make that course. Yes, I want to do that work. Yes, I want to paint. Yes, I want to offer. Yes, I want to pour love into the world over and over and over and over again. Yes, I want to get free and really deepen into all my limited beliefs that are keeping me stuck in any way and fully break free of it, right? This is the practice that you can also participate in. We need you free. We need you thriving. We need you well hydrated so that you can feel so good in all aspects of your being that all you can do is pour love out. We need the love pouring forth from you, well nourished within. We need you to ripple out love and miracles to the collective. Are you ready? Are you ready to experience the deepening and the expansion with the God molecule? Are you ready to remember your magic? When you activate your divinity, you realize that you're actually magical and limitless, and everything is possible. So thank you for being here, and I hope that you received. And I am an affiliate for this bottle because I 100% am in full alignment with the integrity of the business and the actual vessel and the experience that is able to be embodied with this product. And you can find out more on my website, divinefemme.com/hydrate. I appreciate you, and let me know if I can support you in this journey. It would be my honor to guide you to your beautiful Drinking Up Miracles practice.